Crusade of Centy came out in 1994 for the Sega Genesis, and it was developed by Nextech, who also brought us the game Ranger X. Published by Atlas, this is an action-adventure game much like The Legend of Zelda. There really is no denying it that initially it does look like a cheap Zelda knockoff. While it does share many of the elements that can be found in Zelda, this is not some cheap carbon copy. You play the role of Corona. No, Corona. And it's your 14th birthday. Your mother gives you a sword that your father once had, and she tells you to go to the king and show him that you are ready to take the path of a warrior. As your journey progresses, you come across a fortune teller that will tell you about your fate and takes away your ability to talk to people, but gives you the ability to talk to animals at glance. Now you must travel and regain your voice and save the world. Your journey will take you all across the land, to sandy shores, to the sky, under the sea, and even through time. Many of the environments are generic, but they do throw in some unique ones as well. The graphics are very nice and colorful. The areas are divided into nice small sections, which make it very hard to actually get lost. There are a few towns in this game, and you'll never know what you will see or who you may meet. The music of this game is very nice, but not very memorable, with each place that you go to having its own unique track. The currency of this world are known as melons, which are mostly used to hire the rent-a-pets who will provide nice life-saving one-shot abilities. While the story is very minimal, with a slight twist, the gameplay is very solid. The main draw of this game is to use the aid of animals that you recruit to help you on your mission. Each gives you a new skill or enhances one that you already have. You're allowed to equip 2 animals at any one time. Some animals can combine their powers to make an even more powerful effect. You will need to use these powers to help you solve the many puzzles that are found throughout the dungeons of this game. Controlling Corona is actually very easy to do. A is to swing your sword, and later holding it down will allow you to do a sword throw. B is to jump once you learn the ability, and C is used to activate certain animals' powers such as Max Hold Enemy ability. Start is used to bring up the main screen where you can save and equip animals. This game is not without its flaws. First, this game is very short, and most will be able to finish it in about 15 hours or less on a dedicated weekend. While the control of Corona is very solid, combat will become a little taxing as enemies once hit will become temporarily invincible, which means that you must wait a few moments before you can hit them again. This problem becomes more and more apparent as you fight multiple enemies. Also, if you're hit by an enemy, you'll be pushed back a little bit, and this can be troublesome if you're near areas of pitfalls or lava. The bosses in this game are more like puzzles, so they're difficult at first, but once you figure out how to beat them, they are a breeze. There's also not really any replay value to this game since there are very few side quests to partake in. While this game has a number of flaws, it is still worth at least one playthrough. The cons: a relatively short game, no real replay value, and the bosses are a little on the easy side once you figure out how to beat them. The pros: smooth controls, very nice graphics, a small learning curve, and very solid gameplay. It may seem like it's not worth it, but mostly the flaws are very minor, and it still provides a very fun and satisfying experience. Overall, I give this game a 6.5 out of 10. Well, that's all for today. Player Day.